Walt Disney, the man who believed in magic. He was a dreamer, an artist who never gave up, and a man who turned simple drawings into a world of imagination. From a poor farm boy to one of the most loved creators in history, his ideas built an empire of joy, hope, and wonder. This is the story of Walt Disney, the man who taught the world to believe in dreams. Walter Elias Disney was born in 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. He grew up in a hardworking family with 4 brothers and 1 sister. His father, Elias Disney, was strict and often struggled with money. His mother, Flora, was gentle and kind. When Walt was still young, the family moved to a small farm in Missouri. There, he learned to love nature, animals, and drawing. At school, he sold small sketches to neighbors and classmates. He loved to create stories and characters, and his dream was to make people smile. When Walt was a teenager, he tried to join the army to fight in World War I, but he was too young. So he lied about his age and joined the Red Cross instead, driving ambulances in France. Even then, he filled his truck with cartoons and drawings. After the war, Walt returned to America and decided to become an artist. He worked for a small advertising company, but he wanted more. He wanted to make cartoons come alive. He moved to Kansas City and started a small animation studio called Laugh-O-Gram. But the company failed, and Walt lost everything. He didn't give up. With only a suitcase and a few drawings, he took a train to Hollywood. In California, Walt started a new studio with his brother Roy. They worked long hours in a small office, sometimes sleeping there to save money. In 1928, Walt created a cheerful little mouse named Mickey. He gave Mickey a big smile and his own voice. The short film Steamboat Willie became a hit. It was one of the first cartoons with sound, and audiences loved it. From that moment, Mickey Mouse became a symbol of happiness around the world. Walt's imagination kept growing. He created other beloved characters: Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto, and Minnie Mouse. He built his studio into a place full of talented artists and storytellers. In 1937, he took a huge risk. He made the world's first full-length animated movie, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Many thought it would fail, but it became a global success. People laughed, cried, and believed in magic again. Walt proved that dreams could come true, with hard work and heart. Over the next decades, Walt and his team created classics like Pinocchio, Bambi, Cinderella, and Peter Pan. But Walt wanted to go beyond the screen. He dreamed of a place where families could step inside his stories, a clean, safe, magical world filled with smiles and imagination. People thought he was crazy, but Walt called it Disneyland. In 1955, Disneyland opened in California. Millions came to visit the park where dreams walked hand in hand with reality. It was not just an amusement park. It was a world of hope and happiness. Even after success, Walt never stopped dreaming. He began planning Disney World in Florida, a place even bigger and more magical. But before he could see it finished, Walt became sick with lung cancer. He passed away in 1966 at the age of 65. A year later, his brother Roy completed his final dream, Walt Disney World, and named it in his honor. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." He taught the world that imagination has no limits, and that even the smallest dream can grow into something beautiful. From a boy who drew on farm walls to a man who built a kingdom of happiness, Walt Disney showed that magic is real when it comes from the heart. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories about people who changed the world.